Hello, my name is KaseyLAButler, and this is Caseface. Gaversations. What is this? What am I doing? I'm going to do everything that I can to make this video not be a rant. This is something that I'm very passionate about and something that I have a lot of feelings about. Not a rant. So, what is the topic of today's video? The phrase, "That's so gay." This is not a rant. This is not a rant. This is not a rant. Alright, let's do it. Over time, people have taken the word gay and they've made it to mean something like stupid or uncool or something you hate and really don't want. So if your teacher gives you homework and you're like, "Ah, I hate this homework," then a person may be tempted to say, "That is so gay." That has become something that has been incorporated into more common use. Cultural use, in a sense. I would say that it is part of what we might call a stigma, institutionalized discrimination. Oh, all these words. People hate these words so much. It's almost as bad as if I were saying homophobia. Let's start with the argument against it. So somebody says, "That's so gay," and you say, "Really? Now you gonna play me like that? Son? You gonna cut me like that? You gonna cut me like that?" And then their response is, "You know what I mean." Like somehow that doesn't equate to them taking your discomfort and taking your hurt and pain and saying that it is irrelevant. But just because you can say it doesn't mean you should say it. Now, with that attitude of, "You know what I mean," I would say that you're probably going off the premise of this is something that is in common use. This is something that has been used so commonly that it has lost all offensive or hurtful meaning, therefore I can use it in this way and not be targeting any specific person, right? But in this context, where you're saying that something is dumb or stupid or hated, you are taking this phrase and you are actually making it into a slur, which then makes it a prejudice by your state of mind or mindset. A prejudice is unreasonable feelings, thoughts, opinions, especially of a hostile nature. Attitudes, tones, words. And no, this phrase may not always be used in a bullying sense. I've heard it argued, obviously, I'm not targeting a sexual orientation. I am not trying to target a specific person or a specific lifestyle or orientation. I am just using it in the cultural sense of it, in the slang term of the word gay. I'm not homophobic. However, this phrase does always carry low-key hostility. You don't get to decide if a word is a slur. Only relevant individuals with appropriate authority can decide if it is a slur. And you, being a heterosexual in a heteronormative society, are automatically disqualified or eliminated from being in that position. Because you don't know what it feels like. So for myself, hearing "that's so gay" feels... This is not a rant. This is not a rant. From strangers, it feels isolating. I feel judged, prejudged. I feel angry, frustrated with humanity. From my peers, it feels... oh gosh, it makes you feel really small and like you just want to disappear and like you are this virus that is inflicting the people around you. From the people that I love and my friends, whew, oh gosh, it feels like I am being personally cut down. It feels like no matter what I do, nothing is ever going to be enough. It's never going to make a difference. Because if I was making a difference with my words and my thoughts and my experiences with these people that I care about, and if I was helping them to have a positive outlook on what it means to be gay, then why would they say "that's so gay"? Even though I know it's not their intention, that's what it feels like. And that's coming from somebody that's out of the closet. and pretty confident in myself. I'm a pretty confident person, and I still feel that way when I hear this phrase. Now I would like you to consider what it's like for somebody who's not out of the closet, doesn't have a network of people that support them, and maybe doesn't have the confidence in themselves. It's like putting another deadbolt on the closet door that they're desperately trying to break out of. It's just another voice telling them that they're unacceptable. It's another voice telling them that they're dumb, or that something's wrong with them, or that they can't possibly love themselves. I know that's not how you mean it, but that's how it feels. And is that really what you want? Is that really what you're trying to say and trying to communicate to the world? That you want people to feel alone and hurt? The University of Michigan did a study that was published in the Journal of American College Health. In this study, it was found that LGBT students that heard the phrase, "that's so gay," frequently experienced health side effects. They also felt more isolated. They had lower appetites. They experienced headaches and other eating problems. That is just my heart. And that's in college. That's not even in elementary schools or junior highs or high schools. That is in college with adults who typically understand a little bit better who they are. Can you imagine the effects that this is having on the younger population? Did you know that the suicide rate for LGBT youth is 4 times that of their heterosexual peers? 4 times! That's not okay. And why do you think that happens? Do you think it's because these youth are so filled with self-love that they just can't stand it anymore? Or is it because they're being told on almost all fronts that something that is so deeply personal and something that they can't change about themselves is stupid and hated and unwanted, which makes them feel like they are stupid or hated or unwanted. Now, I grew up saying, "That's so gay." I did. I grew up saying it. I lived in a place and a time and a home where that was okay. So honestly, I really do understand the cultural convenience of the phrase, but my question that I've been asking myself is, what is convenient about tearing somebody else down? What is convenient about aiding in the construction of a social and cultural stigma that causes people to want to hurt themselves? Or that puts another person in a position where they have to fight your attitude to learn to love themselves? You are so much better than that. So, to my heterosexual friends, it's not about whether or not you feel that it is a hurtful or harmful phrase. It's about whether or not it's actually hurting people. And it is. You have the power to make choices, regardless of your upbringing, regardless of your culture, regardless of your circumstance. You have the power to control what you say and the stigmas that you portray and that you help further. It's about being a better human being. Now, to my homosexual friends, I know that this is hard sometimes, and I know that you feel marginalized. I know that you feel like people are putting you in a box, or that people are taking something that's very personal and making it into something that's very negative. You're gonna hear people say a lot of things that hurt, because they don't understand. They don't understand what it's like to feel isolated in this way. For as long as I live, when somebody says, "That's so gay," around me, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say, "That's not okay. I don't think that is okay for you to say. That's hurtful to me." And if they respond with, "You know what I mean," yeah, I do know what you mean. Right now, you are communicating that you have no idea what it's like to be a homosexual individual growing up in a heteronormative society, and you are obviously incapable of compassion and empathy, and apparently ignorant to the harm that your words cause to the people around you. I just want people to be respectful, and I just want people to show compassion and love and kindness. I don't think that's too much to ask for. Or just love each other. I think you're great. I think that we are all capable of improvement and progress, and I just want to grow every day to be a better person today than I was yesterday. I hope you have a nice day. Don't forget how great you are. You're so great. Bye.